Haydn took the trio sonata of the Baroque period, and harpsichords aren't particularly portable. So he was looking for something that could move more easily. Harpsichords were also a little bit passé. They'd been used a lot in the Baroque period. And what Haydn did was take the keyboard instrument completely out of the equation, but to fill out the sound, he added another violin and a viola. And that was the genesis of the string quartet. And that's also why we call him Papa Haydn, because he was responsible, in a sense, for the birth of this form that became so important to so many composers. Composers really often view writing for the string quartet to be the pinnacle of sort of composition. Technically it's challenging, expressively it's challenging, and it's challenging because there's nowhere to hide. Every note counts, and so there's an economy that's required there with the instrumental forces that composers have available to them. A string quartet is sort of the epitome, I suppose, of chamber music. If you ask someone to think of the phrase chamber music, they're going to probably, the thought that pops into their head will be string quartet. It's a dialogue between four instruments from the same instrument family, so there's a degree in that ensemble of blending of sound and character that maybe can't be achieved if you have a wind instrument or a brass instrument in the mix. Each of the instruments has an important role to play, and none is particularly subservient to any other. The notion of dialogue in the string quartet is very much a musical one. Instruments exchange melodic ideas or phrases. There could be a call and response sort of thing going on between the cello and the violin. Somebody might propose a musical idea and then the other instruments will drown it out suddenly with a better idea, or some raucous laughter. And humour. And there's no better exponent of humour in string quartet writing than Haydn. His joke quartet, that's the nickname that it's been given, in the last movement leaves the audience sort of ready to clap, but actually the players haven't finished. And then they give the impression that they've finished, and you're ready to clap again, and they haven't, and they keep going, and so on, until finally you lose, as an audience member, all courage and, wait for somebody else to put in the first clap before you do yours. And it always raises a laugh, and it's fantastic. It's Haydn communicating with us 200 years later, and we can still find it funny.